Hey, what's going on? It's Weekend Wednesday. I hope everybody is doing great. Look at y'all. So y'all know to go ahead on and drop the questions now, because once I get to talking, we're gonna get behind. Hey Mo, how are you? Oh y'all, I'm just going through my notes. Hey Shayna, hey Shantae, I hope y'all are doing good. Thank y'all. All right, let me see. I'm just looking. I'm waiting till a couple of y'all get in here. If you have not followed me before, please do. Why? Not just because I asked you to, but because your girl be dropping gems, okay? So come on and get some of these gems. Uh-oh, Stride Box, you got your CPN going? Okay. Hey, Amy. Hold on, y'all. Let me bring my light closer. Oof, bring the light. Feeling dark over here. I know that's right. Evening from Georgia. Okay. Hey, Georgia. All right, y'all. Man, I'm telling y'all, I be finding out some stuff from y'all. Y'all be giving me the all the information on top of what I be finding too. So I appreciate that. So I'm gonna see if y'all have any questions before I start. I'm going through some of my notes. Okay, y'all ain't gonna believe what I did. I went to the gym. Okay, I told y'all I am looking, right? I'm searching. Okay, I want me a man. So I went in the gym, and let me tell y'all, that's all I'm gonna say. It's hard. Okay, it's very hard to be trying to work out, and y'all got all these arms and pecs and chests and all this stuff going on. So I can imagine what y'all be going through when the women be in the gym. Because good Lord, I couldn't even keep my concentration. I'm like, whoo, I don't need to go to the bar. I need to just go to the gym. That's where they at. Thank you, Frederick, for sending us. It says, girl, I just heard the FHA has a 40-year loan now. Yes, ma'am. And I mentioned that about a month ago. Okay. All right. I'm gonna answer your question, Shayna. And the answer is yes. But let me so really quick, because Mo brought up something. And thank you very much, Trash J. Yes, my birthday was on Saturday. So y'all know I'm 44. I'm trying to change some things. One of them is going to the gym. So yes, if you have an FHA mortgage, baby, they know people are hurting so bad that they are now coming out with a 40-year mortgage. Okay. Now, from what I read, it is not, hey, Elizabeth, if I didn't say that already, it is not for individuals who are starting out. They could have changed. This was for individuals who already have a FHA loan and are going through hardship. Okay. So this is one of those, we know people got affected by stuff that happened in COVID, and they don't necessarily have a way to give you guys a way to catch up, because they definitely not putting out all the coins. Okay, now y'all know I tell y'all when they drop in the assistance. Okay, but so what they decided to do was to restructure your loans so that you now can extend it up to 40 years so that you will not lose your home. Now that's a great idea in theory. Okay, to be able to extend the payments, that's great. That's what they do with the student loans. Y'all not seeing what the government, they do that. Okay, y'all know, just like with student loans, traditional payment is 10 years. Normally you pay for 10 years on your student loans. But if you choose to get in one of those programs, just like here with the FHA, they will extend it out to 40 so that you will be able to not lose your home. Okay, Shayna says, again, this is Wing It Wednesday, so drop them questions. Y'all know I got answers, okay? Shayna says, are you able to get a card with a CPN? Yes. CPNs, fake social security numbers, you can do everything you can do with a CPN. I do not, let me say this, I do not support the use of them, all right? I know people use them. First, if you did not know, they are illegal. So let me say that, because some people didn't even know, because y'all be so busy watching these YouTube videos. And if you have not found me on YouTube, it is Shamika Saves. Please make sure y'all go like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. But don't let these people talk y'all into thinking that it's legal. Okay, they're gonna tell you celebrities use them, and senators and congressmen, all those people, they use them to hide their identity. No, they don't. Okay, they have something else, and it is not a CPN. All right, so yes, but don't use it unless you have to. Okay, and again, if y'all need to know how to make one, I do have a video that tells you how to make it, but I don't want you to. Okay. All right, Mo says, go to Texas or DC and find you good eligible baby daddies with 401k and all his teeth. I swear, having a man with all his teeth is very, very important. A woman too. And if y'all did not know this, I didn't know this, okay? But y'all know, I always tell you, I'll be telling you something new. But if you do not have all of your teeth, you are considered to be in bad health, whether you're in good health or not. Your teeth, your dental, you need all of them because all of them play a part in your health. So if you are missing teeth, y'all know I be dropping where y'all can go to them free dental clinics and go and get y'all some work done. Okay. They got them out there, especially for you low income people. All right. They also have, for those of you who are a little on the cheap side, y'all better go to these schools, go to them dental schools where those kids are learning to be dental hygienists or dentists, and get the discounted treatment. Go to the colleges and go to those masseuse. Get your nails, hair, pedicures, and massages, all of that for like $50. Okay, so we right now are trying to find ways to spend the coin on the cheap. Okay, because it's hard out there. I had somebody call me today and said, Shamika, I am only $1,500 in debt, and I can't even make my monthly payments. $1,500 ain't nothing. But this was an older person. They are now going to have to go back to work because they don't have a way to pay off their debt. And once they pay their regular bills, they are broke. But every woman likes to look good. So y'all make sure, if you can, go and support those students at dental schools, at all of these schools, these cosmetology schools, and go and get you some stuff done for the cheap. I definitely will go and get me a facial real fast. Strange says, how are you, old friend from work? MGH. I don't know what MGH is, but hey, old coworker, I think. Again, follow me if you have not. All right. Hey, Violet. All right. So I told y'all that we was gonna talk about the day that 6ix9ine was getting sued by American Express, and the reason why I want to tell y'all that. And Shayna, if you want to get your teeth done, honey, go to the dental schools. Let them do all the other side work cheap, and then you can go and get teeth put in at a regular dentist clinic, get your credit together and put it on Care Credit, put it on United Medical Credit, or put it on Alpheon. There are more than one way to skin a cat to get work done. But all the other, the cleanings and the fills and all that other stuff, go get that done for cheap someplace. All right. So let me tell y'all what's happening with 6ix9ine really quick. Y'all know I don't do no gossip. I don't care about none of that stuff because it does not enrich anybody's life. And I am trying to put money in your life. So I'm trying to really enrich you. Okay. So American Express is suing him for $120,000 for an unpaid credit card bill. All right. Now he probably has the money, no doubt, but some of us don't. So really quick, I wanted to run through what will happen if you happen to get served, because people are. So if you get served, where you have to pay an old credit card bill, okay, LVMV funding sues, Midland funding sues, Trans World sues. If you don't believe me, go sit in the courthouse Monday through Friday up in the civil court and see how many lawyers are there representing these debt collectors and or these credit card companies. All right. So you need to make sure that you reply. Please do not ignore a summons that you get or something, what you get served to you saying that you are being sued. Do not ignore it. And please make sure you respond to the court. All right. Because a lot of people come to me and say, I'm getting sued. I don't know what to do. Y'all are under stress. All you know is you got 10 days. You don't got the money. You can do one of three things. You can call the attorney that is on the paperwork and you can settle. Just because you get sued doesn't mean that you can't settle the debt. You still have time before you go to court. Once you are in the court, there is usually not going to be any room for negotiation because you made that lawyer get out of bed, get dressed, and go to the courthouse. He had to use his gas and all of that when you could have just called him over the phone and settled. Okay, so you still can do that. Debt collectors usually will not talk to you after they have sent your paperwork out. Okay. So you need to make sure. Now, let me tell you, I was at the gym and on my way leaving the gym today, the girl was on the phone saying, we're about to send your bill to collection. So we need you to come and you need to either cancel or something. And she says, well, even if you cancel, you still got all these months to pay. Okay, so some people paying, some of y'all paying for stuff y'all didn't even know. How many of y'all are even going through your bank statements? Y'all don't even print them out. I'm sure a majority of you do not. Okay, so I don't want y'all to get caught out there like the girl did with the gym. So if you get sued or you get served, you need to either call and settle. If you can pay it all, you're still paying it, or you need to find another option. Okay, some people, especially if it's a repo and it's too high, and y'all know I'm always going to talk about bankruptcy. I don't care. That's my favorite one of my favorite topics to talk about, but please keep that as an option too, especially when some of y'all are getting served by Navy Federal with these $15,000, $20,000 credit card bills, because Navy Federal do be hitting y'all and they do be high. All right, because they give you high limits. Okay. Hey, Nicola, how are you? It says the dental school dentists do good dental work for affordable price. They really do. They really do. So that's exactly why I go to these schools, because I know they're going to take care of me. All right. So I'm going to give y'all some tips. Couple things. Y'all got 6 days left until taxes or tax season is over. If you have not done your taxes, please put in for an extension. Okay. The extension only gives you time to file your taxes. It does not prevent you from late fees or penalties in the event you do your taxes later and you find out that you owe. So you will have to pay a little extra. Thank you, Cynthia. Cynthia says hey to everybody, and she says she liked and shared. So I hope you guys are doing the same thing. Okay. So y'all got 6 days to file your taxes. Okay. If you got that done, great. How many of y'all have created y'all account? And I want y'all to reply to this. How many of y'all have went and created y'all account at irs.gov and actually checked your wage and earnings transcript so that y'all can see if you claimed everything that was issued to you? Or how many of y'all even have an IRS account? I'm just curious to know how many. Okay. Because I have a lot of people saying, I need my taxes, and the tax person ain't around no more. How am I gonna get my taxes? If you have an account at irs.gov, you can. Okay. So I'm just curious to see how many people have them. Yes, Cammie, I do taxes for 1099. 1099 is still an individual. So anyone who does regular taxes can do them. But yes, I can. Okay. Cynthia says she checked her transcript. Woo woo. Okay, Amy, good. All right. Okay, Michelle, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, Nicole, ooh, y'all making me so happy over here. That's what I'm talking about. I am glad, because you know how many people call and go, I can't find my stuff. Go to IRS. They giving it to you. And did y'all know? And I think we talked about this already, Elizabeth. When you go to the IRS, that IRS website, if you see a star inside of a circle, a star, that means you did not file. So some of y'all might need to go and log in and just to check to see if you filed that year. It goes back 8 years. So go and see if you got a star next to it. If you got a star, that means you did not file. It will also show you now if you have a balance that you owe. Oh, baby, they is finna upgrade the IRS because they coming. Okay, they are coming for us regular folks. So we have to make sure that we utilize these little tools they got. Okay. All right. Thank you, Cynthia. Cynthia said you told us and I set up my IRS account. Great. That is the number one question I ask y'all when y'all call me about taxes. Did you set up your account at IRS? Because it's free and we love free. Elizabeth says, I created an account today because I need a replacement Social Security card, but I created an account. Good. Awesome. That's weird. Well, oh, you needed, why did you need to get your, why did you need your taxes to get a replacement Social Security card? I'm curious to that. Let me know, Elizabeth, because I ain't never heard that. It said, okay, good, Mo. I'm glad you did too. It says, do you recommend these Navy Federal hacks on exaggerating on my income? All right. So let me tell you about that real quick. So there was a guy. He has a nice YouTube following, but unfortunately, he's not here right now because that is in jail. Okay. Why? Because he was telling y'all to do what he did, and Navy Federal caught him. What did he do, Shamika? He exaggerated on the income. He made a video telling y'all that you can go inside a Navy Federal, you could get a loan for a car, and before you leave, he was saying, so you can get a loan approved for a car. and get the car and then go get approved from someplace else, like all within the same day, and get two vehicles with one pull on the credit. He was doing something really he was doing something he shouldn't have, okay? But Navy Federal did catch from the YouTube video that of what he was doing, and he's not able to do his videos anymore right now, okay? So everybody exaggerates their income. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you that even when y'all are filling out credit card applications, and normally they don't ask that much no more, but a lot of y'all be like, dang, let me put that I make 100,000 instead of 35, thinking they're going to approve you for the card. And in some cases, it could. I mean, I believe it only counts about this much. It doesn't really count that much. It helps when you're trying to go and get an increase, yes. But as far as getting an actual card, your credit does everything. So I don't know if I would tell you to go and lie on a bank application, because there's just way too much fraud, and they're catching people for some of the simple, stupid things. Okay. Just like I'm about to tell a lot of my customers, hey, we're not doing Schedule C's. We're not going to be doing these 1099s anymore unless y'all come to me with an actual spreadsheet or something printed out, or on a piece of paper or something with some type of notes, because of how many people are going to jail behind it. And you would think, like, why the hell is somebody going to jail for a Schedule C? Well, because what the IRS does is, or the government, because y'all know they don't arrest people unless they get big cases. So what they will do is they will let you do all these taxes for years, and then they catch on to one. Then they start looking at all of your other stuff, and you'll never know that you're being investigated. And then they are going to count how much money you took from the IRS by lying to give individuals more income. And then they add all that up between all the people you did it for. And that's how they come up with, oh, so-and-so got caught with 300,000. They did $300,000 in fraud, or, $1 million. And sometimes it's not even, it's definitely not a time thing. It's spread out over many people. And all they're doing is looking at how much they were able to get the people back over a period of time. And that's how they do it. So y'all, hopefully y'all tax preparers care, but some of them don't. But I do, because I'm not going to jail for nobody, and I don't want nobody to go to jail for me. So y'all need to make sure y'all got y'all stuff together. But we're going to talk about it more, because we don't know what's going to happen with this Fed pay yet. Okay. So that is what I am waiting for. All right. Not do tax papers, just Social Security card. Okay. All right. So Cynthia says, yes, ma'am, Shamika, cover your ass. We need you. I'm trying to tell you, it's too much. It's too much of the fraud going on, to the point where it's crazy. Even my the people that I do taxes for that are elderly and they're on a fixed income, even their taxes are going up, and now they are finding that they have to pay, and they're on a fixed income. That brings me to this. If you are on a fixed income and you owe the IRS, now, first of all, the IRS has a lot of different payment programs, but this one is very hard to find. Okay. But there is something called do not collect, or uncollectible status. Only individuals who have a fixed income, or considered to be low income, if you have debt that you owe the IRS, you can fill out, and I want somebody to type this, IRS form 433. Okay. So that's a form you probably will never, ever hear about. But IRS form 433, if somebody could type that for the next person, I appreciate that. That is the financial hardship form. A lot of y'all are finding that, damn, I'm starting to owe, and I'm still paying on this from years ago. And now I owe again. I got a man, he called me, he said, man, I'm already in debt 40,000. I just did his taxes. Well, now it's 44,000. Okay. And so I said, well, I don't even know why you're paying $550 a month back to the IRS, and the only income you get is your pension and Social Security. You broke. So what are we going to do? IRS form 433. All right. So make sure you tell somebody. Now, they got other ones, but this one is the one where you do not have to pay if you owe. Okay. Now, all the other ones you got to pay. This one, free. Okay. And the only way you go back to paying is if you basically your income grows. So it's no different than somebody who's on Social Security disability. You get on Social Security disability, you start making too much money, it goes away. Same thing here with this hardship. Thank you, Cynthia. Okay, so y'all make sure y'all tell somebody that they do have a hardship and stop avoiding paying taxes, because you still can. You just don't have to pay the debt. So I have a lot of my elderly people. We're doing this for them because they can't pay, even if it's $300 that they owe. All right, some of y'all got grandmamas. Some of y'all got granddaddies. Find out if they're owing or if they are just not filing because they don't want to pay. You don't have to do that no more, okay? Sharon says, how can my son get his income tax if somebody have already claimed his child? Well, your son is going to have to file by himself if somebody has already claimed his child. He's going to have to file by himself, or I'm gonna say this. He can file by himself if he needs the money. Okay, so if he needs the money now, I don't want people to wait. File your taxes. But if he has time, meaning he ain't impressed for that money right now, what he can do is fill out identity theft form saying that somebody claimed the child. Basically, you're gonna have to snitch. Okay, you're gonna need to tell. All right. The IRS is not gonna tell them. The IRS will investigate secretly. Okay, but you will need to do identity theft because somebody claimed that child, and then you will need your taxes in the child to the taxes as if you were filing normally, but you cannot e-file. You will have to mail it in so that the IRS can process your taxes as if you e-filed them. If they find that the other person should not have claimed, which means you will need to put in there, Sharon, proof that your son is the one supposed to. So if you got a child support, a separation agreement, you got a school records or something that shows the child comes home to your house, you need something like that to send in with that identity theft form and the taxes, and send it, and the IRS will process it and give you what you should have gotten, and they will work on the other person. They're just not going to tell you what they're doing. Okay. All right. So let me keep going. Are there grants for small business? If you go to my website under the shop tab, yes, there are grants for businesses. I really want y'all to get out of this COVID mindset. Okay. Y'all are not going to be seeing money flowing into this economy like that. That money was basically at your doorstep. That is not going to happen again unless we are all around here sick again. Okay. And I don't want that. So you are now going to have to bring you some goggles, some gloves, and a shovel, and we're going to dig for the money. It's out there, but you got to dig for it. Okay. Somebody told me that they watched me on Monday. I don't know how many of y'all did this, but how many of y'all went to look up the SSBCI loan? The person called me at 9 o'clock this morning and woke me up. He probably watching, okay? But he said, girl, when you said there was money, he said, I looked it up for my state. He lives in D.C. And he contacted the office that got the money. And he told me, he said, they gave us 70-something million dollars. So he called to find out who are the lenders. And guess what, y'all? Navy Federal is a lender of the SSBCI. So if you guys have Navy Federal, ask them, hey, are you guys giving small business loans through the SSBCI program? Okay, every state was giving money. So if you want it, you can get it. But don't go there talking about you trying to get some money and you don't got no business plan. Don't go there talking about you trying to get some money and you didn't file your taxes on your business, okay? So they're not going to give you something if you don't have anything to show. All right. Now, how many of y'all I'm talking to that don't have a business? I know I'm probably talking to some folks that don't have a business. And when I say business, I don't mean you have to have a business and actually work it. Duh. We ain't working these businesses. We're just having them on paper. Okay. So if you have not, by the end of this year, I want everyone who watches me to have a business in your pocket, whether you use it or not. You know why? Because you can always use it at some point. So what if we have another pandemic? They're going to say, well, your business must have been created by XYZ. And some of y'all who had to go and get that LLC at the last minute, those are the people that got in trouble because you didn't have anything. So, and I'm not talking about a fictitious name. I'm talking about a real, either an LLC or a corporation. All y'all got to do is pay for it and then pay annually to keep it up. But I'm going to tell you why you should use it. But let me read, see what y'all saying. Nicola says, I was a victim of identity theft this week. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. You're the second person that told me they've been a victim of identity theft today. That is so weird. First and foremost, hey, Starlight. First and foremost, if you've been a victim of identity theft, the very first thing you do, other than saying, oh shit, is to go to the police department and get the police report. Why do I need the police report, Shamika? Because the police report is your get out of jail free card. Okay? Which means it will make it now will include the items that were not on your credit report. Okay? Because a lot of times you find out you're a victim from identity theft because somebody has used your credit, even if it's just an inquiry. Okay? So you may see that somebody tried to get something but never got approved because your credit bad. That is still identity theft because they made an attempt. Don't let these police officers tell you you can't file a report for that, because you can. The only time that you can't, now I can steal your purse and have your social and never use it. That's not identity theft. But as soon as I punch them numbers in the computer and hit send, enter, return, whatever y'all call it, that's identity theft. So get that police report. And then after you get that police report, now I'm going to give you some credit game. I'm going to need a couple likes and roses before I say all this. Hold on, let me drink me some water while y'all hit the like button, all that good stuff. Starlight, I got something for that too. Okay. So I ain't seen them. Okay, there you go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I don't even know if that gives you more money or not, but I appreciate it. I like seeing the hearts. Okay. So you need the police report. And this is the game. This is the credit trick. Now, did y'all know the Fair Credit Reporting Act states, and it's FCRA, damn it. I know the actual number too. I know the chapter and the letter. It's the letter B, but I can't think of the chapter right now. But anyway, in the Fair Credit Reporting Act, it states that if you are a victim of identity theft and something comes onto your credit that is not authorized by you, you do need to send in a police report, whether that is from your local police, from the sheriff's department, or here goes one piece of the game, the Federal Trade Commission. Okay, FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, is a quasi law enforcement agency. So you can get a police report from the real police, or you can go to FTC and get a identity theft report, whichever one you choose. I personally like the real police report because not every place takes it. Okay, but the credit bureaus will take either one, right? Then they have, according to the Federal Fair Credit Reporting Act, it says they have to remove those items from your credit in about a week. Okay, now that doesn't happen in that amount of time. But Nicola, what you could do is, if they don't remove it, you just keep disputing it with the police report. One thing is, you're telling the truth because you got a police report. Okay, you didn't make this. Well, some people do. Okay, I don't know if y'all watch all of YouTube and all that, but some people be making them up. But yours is going to be real, and you can then take that and dispute with your dispute letter saying it's not yours, to have them removed. Okay, so it is possible. Okay, so that's the game. So if y'all heard of the credit sweep, or some of y'all paying $2,500 for people to clean your credit overnight, that's all they're doing. Okay, they're just either having you go get the police report, or they're having themselves go and create the FTC report, and they're turning it in. Okay, so I just gave y'all some game. Now I'm just letting you know, because I see people all the time starting these credit repair businesses, and I just be sitting to myself going, sis, you is late. All this stuff you're doing, they been done caught on. So be mindful. If you're going to do it, make sure you have a real police report. Okay, don't try to use the fake ones, because you do get caught up for that. All right, let me see. Elizabeth says, I'll do that. Someone opened a Capital One in a state I don't even live nor never lived there. I'm telling y'all, go get that police report. Then one of the easiest things to do is just look at the addresses on your credit. Okay, another thing, how many of y'all went to Optery? Optery. Okay, go there. Somebody type that in, Optery. Optery. Hey, Big Mom, I was looking for you last Monday. I hope you're doing good, girl. So Optery is, I even use it, and I'm cheap now. I got the free site, and I'm telling y'all to do the free one too. Especially Nicola and Elizabeth, y'all been identity theft victims. I'm gonna tell you why. Well, all of y'all too, because if I were to steal your mail out your mailbox, I'm finna blow your mind. If I would steal your mail out of your mailbox and go home and open up and activate the card. So say y'all get a card in the mail, and you know how you got to activate it and make sure you call that 800 number. I can find everything I need to activate the card by your mail or by Optory. And all Optory is, guys, is one website that houses over 200 or so what do you call them? Hold on, I'm gotta think of the word. Data analytics companies, okay, where they basically store anything about you. Y'all know when I've been telling y'all to make sure y'all check the public records. Well, that's where Optory comes in at. Check your public records, because your public records is the same information they use to have you do your credit card. It's a lot of the same information people need to fill out a credit card application. So when you find yourself on Optory and you see how many sites your name and your address is popping up on, click on them. If you see something that's not you, it's time to go on and fix that. Why? Because if you have an address that's tied to your name, even if it's not on your social, if it's tied to your name, the system is always going to system. So it will believe that you are who you are because it matches something that's in the public records to you. So even if you never lived in Alabama, but it says it on one of the sites that Optory has, baby, you live in Alabama. Okay? So if I try to apply for something in Alabama, they're going to approve me as long as I have the information on your credit good. Same thing for older people. If y'all got grandmas and granddaddies, they on Social Security disability, and they don't file their taxes because they don't have to. A lot of them don't file. They need to file anyway, even if it says zero, that they get nothing back and they don't owe anything. I make sure every elderly person I deal with, y'all need to file taxes. Why? Because people are stealing your information and are applying for jobs and are turning around and filing taxes, and you won't know that somebody's been filing taxes until the IRS sends you a letter going, you've been working all these years and you ain't filed, you owe us. Okay, so we don't want that. So make sure you file. Okay, so Starlight asked about robocalls and texts. Okay, now y'all know we hate robocalls, but after tonight, we're gonna love robocalls. Let me tell you why. Did y'all know there was a lady? She sued and won $400,000. She had 32 cell phones. She has so many cell phones, she kept them in a box, in a shoebox under the bed. Now, what y'all need to do is you need to go to the FCC website, okay? All this fair community. So you can go to where you can opt out. Let me get the name. So the first thing you got to do, because see, y'all know I be on these class action lawsuits, which means I like lawsuits, which means y'all should too. And we're going to show y'all how to get a quick lick from robocalls. All right. So let me do the hold on. Let me do the opt out because I don't know the name of it right now. But the government has an opt out site. Oh yeah, it's called donotcall.gov. If anybody wants to type that, donotcall.gov. When you go there, sign up that you don't want to be called. Put your phone number in, put all your numbers in, right? Now, I'm going to tell you, the calls may slow down some. They don't slow down forever, but it's okay if they call you, because what I like you guys to do, if you don't have an answering service on your phone, I do. I use an app called YouMail, YOU Mail. And this mail, if you guys ever called my phone and I didn't answer, you'll see how it'll go. Hey, Mo, Shamika's not answering the phone right now. My YouMail will call you by your name. So you think, so some of y'all be freaking out. But another thing I like about YouMail is that it records every call, it separates the spam calls out, just like your call log would. But you know, if you're in these phones, they only keep them for so long. YouMail keeps them forever. Okay. And what you do is, after you find yourself on that do not call list and it's been approved and you start getting calls, guess what you can do? They have attorneys that will take your case for free. Y'all know that's my favorite word, right? Attorneys will take your case for free from being harassed with the do not call. And you can get up to $1,500 for each do not call you receive. So, what I would tell you to do is when they call you, you say, please take me off the list. Keep that number that they call you from, because you know what's going to happen? They're going to keep calling you. So you have to prove that, hey, I did the do not call. And you can see I got 2-3 seconds with them on the phone that I said for them not to call me. And then once they continue to call, that's when you go and you keep this log and you take this log to an attorney. You know how I know? Because I ain't going to say. All I'm going to say is that they have attorneys that will take your they will take these for free. The only thing they require is that you have proof that you've been keeping a log. And if you're organized and can do it in your regular phone, cool. I got an app to help me with that because I don't have time. Text messages, they don't have a do not call for text messages per se, okay? They have not come up with a way to stop that yet. But I would say don't click on nothing. Let's at least do the phone calls. Yeah, I'm telling y'all better go and do not call. Man, the lady won $400,000 because what she did was, now get this. Y'all know I got to whisper. She purposely went to websites and signed up for stuff, so they can have your information and contact you and all that. And that's what they're supposed to do. But she knew, I'm going to take all 32 of my phone numbers and put them on do not call because they're not supposed to call me, even though I'm signing up for them to contact me, right? Because it doesn't say contact. You're just putting your information in the boxes for whatever. So she kept logs. She wrote that at this time, I told this person not to call me. I told them not to call me no more. Boom. She went and sued and got $400,000. All right. They were very mad at her because they knew this, but the system is going to system. So regardless if she did it on purpose or not, they had to pay her because the people didn't do what they were supposed to do. So get on do not call, answer a couple of them spams and say, do not call me again. Take me off the list. Okay. Screenshot that number so that you know that's the number you replied to. And then after that, you're going to save them all. And you can look up lawyers. And let me tell you, somebody type this. The lawsuit is TCP as in Paul, A. It stands for the Telephone Communications Privacy Act, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Let me see what the acronym stands for. Let me see how good I am. Okay. Let me see. The TCPA. That is what it stands for. Hold on. I was trying to find what the acronym means. Okay. So let me take. Okay. So under the TCPA, Amy, text messages count. Okay. So it says you must get. It says they must get written consent before they can opt. You have to opt in for them to contact you. But that's why I want y'all to go to do not call so y'all can opt out. All right. Now, let me tell you what happens when you opt out, because these are the little hidden things that people don't tell you. When you opt out, that's great. They won't contact you, but you need to know that it now makes it harder for people to contact you or to have your information to solicit to you. So you may not get all those credit card pre-approvals like everybody else. See, that's the downside and the upside. It's great that they don't call you, but anytime you opt yourself or remove yourself from some type of marketing list, and that's exactly what this is. It's a direct marketing list. Once you remove yourself from that, you don't get advertised to, which means if there are pre-approvals for applications for credit cards, you will not get them. Your neighbors will, but you won't. So you have to weigh up, you got to count up the cost to see which one is more important for you. Same thing for people who freeze their credit files. Y'all freezing y'all credit files, y'all want to remove bankruptcies, that's great. But just know you ain't never going to get approved for nothing because they can't not validate the information. Thank you, Cynthia, for typing that. All right, Big Mom says, if you aren't married but been together for a long time, can you do married? Absolutely not. So the IRS is not doing, the IRS don't do common law. Now, I'm gonna double check that, but I don't think IRS do common law. Okay, because I don't think they recognize that. But let me see. It says, okay. Good question. All right. So I had to check myself real quick. So the IRS does not recognize common law marriages unless your state says you're married. So if your state recognizes you as married, then you can file the married, filing joint, that type thing. Okay. So thank you, Mo. I don't know if you was asking or well, you was asking. So yes, I had to look because I'm like, most time we don't. So it says if the taxpayers later move to a state which is not okay. So okay, so it says that if you file married in a common law state and then you move to another state, you can still file married. Okay, because the IRS don't ask questions when you divorce. They don't ask you to send in no divorce decrees. So to me, it seems like we all can file married and get us $27,500 on standard deduction, which is crazy because they're not even checking. Y'all see? That's why I tell you all the time. The government, they do stuff, they will make sure you hang yourself. So they're gonna let people file married who are not. I doubt they're gonna verify it. You just say you live in a common law married state. I mean, hey, if you want to do what you can, I'm just letting you know. Okay. But if you leave the common law state, you're still married later. Okay. All right. Thank you, Cynthia, for typing that. Let me see what y'all saying. Do you recommend? Okay, I saw that. And again, look, TikTok says for me to encourage y'all to share the videos. I appreciate it. I'm wondering when y'all sharing, where do they go? All right, so they keep calling from different numbers. I'm telling y'all, did they keep calling for different numbers? Great. You want them to call, especially if you're going to sue. And if you don't believe me, when we get off the phone, look up TCPA. Look up the TCPA lawsuit and watch all the lawyers. Watch how the lawyers pop up. That lawsuit is such a lick. It is a lick. I mean, you can easily get $12,000 for nothing. I have a friend, he did it. He had 2 phone calls, 2. And because the lawyer added in all this other stuff and stress and mental stress, you can't focus, 12 grand. Okay. And guess what? You don't pay taxes on it. All right. Just like you don't pay taxes on that. So that's your money. So some of y'all might need to be suing y'all way through life. Now I know y'all know some people. I know somebody, may she rest in peace, but she was a sue queen. She would slip and fall. She had it sewed up. Okay. And she was a sue queen. And that is how she made her living. Not saying that's what y'all should do. But if y'all have things that apply, y'all know if you qualify, apply. So if they calling y'all, and I know they calling y'all because they damn sure call me. So make sure y'all on that list and make sure y'all recording these calls. If y'all want to get the YouMail app, while YouMail, some of y'all don't want to pay $12. I think it's the best thing ever because it stores everything. I can text from it, so I don't have to give people my real number. It stores voicemail. I mean, it just does everything. You choose if you want to, but I'm just letting y'all know what I use. All right, let me see what y'all saying. I have people calling me to buy my house. Oh, I hate when people do that. And you know, a lot of times when they call you to buy your house is because those are those doggone real estate investor people. And you know what I tell them? Oh, I get real nasty with them. Am I calling to buy your house? Well, if I'm not, don't call to buy mine. And click, I hang up the phone. Or here's what I hit them with. You are in violation of the TCPA Act. And if you call me again, I will sue. They'll never call again. So if y'all want to say that, say that. Let me say it again. Hold on, let me get it together. Hold on. Let me get it together. You are in violation of the TCPA Act. And if you call again, I'm going to sue. I promise you they won't call you no more. They won't. Just like when you file bankruptcy, if a creditor calls you after you file, you better head to the lawyer's office because that's a lawsuit. Same if these debt collectors be calling y'all at the times they're not supposed to. That's a lawsuit. There's a lot of stuff y'all can sue for. Y'all just ain't. And it's a lot of these lawyers that are taking these cases for free and y'all don't even know. Okay. So make sure. All right. Thank y'all for typing in TCPA. I appreciate it. Okay. It says, are there any grants for people looking to start a nonprofit organization? No. Y'all know how I feel about them giving you money when you have nothing to give them. You will rarely ever find a grant for a startup. They can give you money, but how am I supposed to know you're really going to start this nonprofit? Now, I told you could do the cheap nonprofit for $150, or you can do the regular public nonprofit for $600. So you got to see where your money is at. If you're just trying to get a nonprofit because you want to be able to have a 501c3, you can do the cheap nonprofit. If you want to have a nonprofit because you really want to do the real thing and you want to have people to donate to you from, anybody can donate to you, then you could do the public nonprofit. That's $600. All right. So y'all know I will find a way. Okay. So you can do the cheap one to get your way in. Like I started out with the cheap one. I was like, let me do this private foundation real quick because I just want this 501c3 status just because I want to see what it's going to do. And then when I found out, damn, I can't apply for this. I can't. Because a private foundation is usually something that is owned by something else. So I had to change to a public, and guess what? They still made me pay the $500 to make it $600. Okay, so you don't get around, but sometimes you do it to get to move faster. The cheaper one worked for me. And I just had to wait for them to process to switch me over. So I don't tell people that's what you have to do, but it is an idea if you want to do it that way. So there's no grant to help you start a nonprofit. You're going to need to invest that money yourself. Now, after you have the nonprofit, it's a ton of money. If nobody else has money to get, nonprofits get all the coins. So if you want money for grants, then you need to start a nonprofit so that you can get the money because they have it and they got a lot of them. If you're thinking about going, NACA, should you file back? No. And NACA is the housing program that helps first-time homebuyers. NACA. I absolutely love that program. Neighborhood Association, something. Okay. I don't want y'all to go and buy a house and you're going to file bankruptcy because you can't buy a house for 2 years after filing. So you got to wait. So you got to make a choice. You're going to file this bankruptcy and wait the 2 years to get the house, or you're going to get the house and then file. Okay. You got to make that determination. Here is one thing I would think about. And I'm going to tell you, and then I'm going to go on to the next question. If you choose to file bankruptcy, get the house and then file bankruptcy, please know that the amount of your home, if you get a super expensive home, you may not be in the Chapter 7 bankruptcy that you thought that we be talking about a lot. You may have to go into the Chapter 13 bankruptcy, which means you have to pay more money. All right. So I would say you need to weigh all that out. Okay. Before you do either. Figure out your financial situation. What do you see in the next year or two? You think you're going to make some more money, or you think you're going to be still right where you at? So all of these questions are the questions that I would ask you before I would even say which one. But in my opinion, just based off the question you asked, you always get that, I would tell you to get the house first and then file. Now, Big Mom, you got my info. So you finna get a $500, $1 million home. We need to go the other way. And you just wait the 2 years and didn't get it. Okay. So there you go. It says, how do nonprofit churches get money? It's called tithes and offering. Okay. That's how. All right. That is exactly. If you had a job or the jobs y'all have and y'all didn't have to pay any taxes on y'all money, how much do you think your check would be every 2 weeks? If there was no FICA, no Social Security, no Medicare, no federal, and for some of y'all, no state, how much would that check would be nice, wouldn't it? It'll be really, really nice. So what y'all think them 10% is going to do when they at church on Sundays, giving their tithes? Yeah, it's for the building fund that the pastor has. So they make money because they're not paying any taxes on any of the money they receive, which is why having a church is the best, forgive me, Lord, the best hustle out there, because you get tax-free money and the government is like, okay. They say you ain't supposed to talk about politics at church. Man, these people will be in there talking about elections and everything, and they ain't losing their 501c3 status. Okay, so they get money from church and from the money they take in. Okay, that is exactly how. Look at that rich pastor in New York that got robbed on camera. He got all them Fendi suits and all of them Gucci suits. They're probably fake, but he got all of those. That came from people sitting in them pews giving him money and all the other scams he running. Okay. So that's how they get their money. All right. How can I apply for a virtual address? Type in virtual address near me on Google. That's first and foremost, because you may find that there are companies that actually have oh, thank you, Big Mom. I'm gonna read that. So you may find that there are gonna be some companies out there that actually will do a virtual mailbox. So some of y'all got some land, some of y'all got some extra room. If y'all can in if y'all can make your office location a virtual mailbox location, that's some coins, because everybody who has a business wants business credit. And I'm gonna tell you who the people who are doing it. Storage units. Storage units are throwing up them doggone mailboxes like there's nothing. And then they advertise them on Craigslist, on Facebook, and all these places because they know people need them. If you're getting a virtual mailbox for business credit, it cannot be the post office. It can also not be your house. It will have to be a commercial address, whether that's a storage unit that rents mailboxes or UPS, the brown truck people, they rent mailboxes. I think some FedEx locations have mailboxes. So if you want a virtual address and you want a place where you actually can go to and use your key, use one of those places. If you want a fully virtual, you'll need to type virtual address near me, and they're going to scan your mail. Speaking of that, how many of y'all signed up for the informed delivery that I told y'all through the post office so y'all can see y'all mail being scanned? And the reason I'm saying it is because 2 people told me today they've been a victim of 3, because Elizabeth, 3 people have had some type of identity thing going on. You know what I found out? Somebody was going through my mailbox. Okay. So I don't want no mail of mine to come missing. So if you have not signed up for informed delivery through the USPS, that's the post office, then something's wrong. What is the informed delivery, Shamika? Well, it is nothing but a service, a free service that the post office offers, where they scan your mail in. They scan your mail anyway. Now they're just sending you a copy. They scan your mail in, and every morning at 7 a.m., I'm like this. Oh, I got this coming. And then if I go to my mailbox and it's not there, oh, somebody stole. Somebody is in my stuff. So some of y'all, we got to be proactive, because theft and fraud and scammers, they're real. Okay. All right. So let me see. Okay. So Big Mom says NACA stands for Neighborhood Assistance Corporation of America. Thank you. Okay. So if y'all want to do that, they have a wonderful first-time home buyer program. All you need to do is come correct with your credit at a 640 or better, and you can go from there. All right. So I know it's almost 8 o'clock and I haven't even did any of my advertisements. So let me say, you can go to my YouTube. Please subscribe. I normally don't mention where I'm at, but I got 16,000 subscribers. I'm happy about that. Because I'm like, who want to listen to me? So thank y'all, because all of y'all are a part of that. So I really appreciate that. You can also go to my website, shamikasaves.com. We can talk about credit. You can book before just a regular consultation, or I can listen to y'all problems like I do all the time anyway. I am the problem solver. I'm just figuring out how to solve my own. And once I can do that magic trick, we in there. But I definitely can help y'all get y'all stuff together. We can talk about credit, your finances. If y'all are in a sticky situation and you like, dang, like the person that called me at 9 o'clock this morning was like, man, I just got a check and I don't want to make a move. Give me an idea what I should do. And that turned into a 2-hour conversation, because there's a lot of ways you can flip that money and make it. And I ain't talking about drugs. Okay. So that is what I do. Okay. So we definitely could talk about that if that is you. All right. So let me see what everybody else is saying before I go. Stride says, are people that sell these expensive courses online scams? Not necessarily that they are online scams. Let me tell y'all. So y'all have to start paying attention to something that is called, what is it called? PLR. Okay. Private label. What does the R stand for? Private label something. But basically, a lot of these people that are selling, this is how I know that it's a pre-made course. When they sell it and it has a 9 at the end. If it is $149.99, $199.99, those are usually those pre-made prices that come from the PLR. And basically PLR is already courses that are already written and done, and the person just puts their name on it. And then they turn around and sell it to you. It doesn't mean that it's a scam, but if you're paying for a course and in no time do you get to talk to the person that's giving you the course, I don't know that I would take it, because I'm going to have questions, and who going to answer them? So I know if I sell y'all anything, I come with it. Okay, look, we go together. You buy something from me, we go together. All right. So you ain't just finna get something from me and you think it's gone, because that's not happening. All right. We like this. We go together. All right. So I'm not gonna say that everybody is a scam. There are some. I can't think of that one girl, Ashley something, the one with the missing finger that did the credit thing. I heard a lot of people saying that her stuff was a scam, but some of it isn't. Some of it is just information that you can find online. Let me tell you, there is nothing wrong with reselling and repackaging stuff that people can get on their own and selling it to them. If you can't find the answers yourself, but I can, I'm not wrong for putting my name on it and making a coin. That's called business. That's not personal. It's not anything, because y'all don't have a problem when y'all go and get Fruit Loops, but Walmart sells the same thing and it's called Fruity-O's. But y'all choose to go with the Fruit Loops because the packaging looks better. So if my packaging attracts you and you think I'm going to sell you something, and then you look and you go, I could have found this myself. Well, you should have found it, but you don't pay me, so thank you. Okay. So I know a lot of people get mad about the repackaging. That's just what it is. Everything's repackaged. Okay. There's nothing under the sun that is new. All right. Elizabeth, you just heard that? That's right. Tithes and offering. I'm telling y'all. It says, do I like the Arise platform? I do like the Arise platform, 8-Pack University. I actually sent that person that hit me up today with the $1,500 in debt. That's exactly the website I sent her. So if you guys want to work from home, you can go to the Arise, ARISE.com. Okay. And Arise, you work for them. You signed an NDA because you're not supposed to be telling the secrets, their training secrets, their any of the secrets that they teach you about their company and how the company operates. But you can work. A lot of people, I said they did it and some didn't like it, but I have a lot of people that did like it. I think it's cool because you can work 24 hours of the day. So you basically can pick the time that you work, especially if it's a company that's open all the time. And usually reservation lines are open all the time. You also get to pick the company you want to work for. Another hustle is if you have the ability to create your business. Y'all heard me say get that business. Y'all can bring your business to Arise and start a call center. Hold on now. Did y'all hear what I just said? You have a business, the same thing I was just telling y'all to get earlier. Everybody needs a business. I don't care if you don't work it. You need one because it comes with something that we love, and it's called leverage, okay? But now you can take that same business that you don't work and go right to the Arise platform, sign your company, and then hire other people to work for you. Man, did I just turn y'all into CEOs or what? Okay, so definitely go to Arise and definitely have a business, because I'm trying to show y'all that you can get this business and take it with you where you go, not just for that job, other places, so that you can bring on other people and make yourself a CEO. Okay, let me keep going. All right, I had a battle with people calling me daily at 9 a.m. for weeks. Oh, I'm telling you. So see, 9 a.m. is they can call you. They are allowed to call you. If they call you at 7 a.m., 8 a.m. is a problem. 8 o'clock is the latest that they can call. So you got to make sure that you know your times so that you won't be yelling at these people and they're right when they called you, okay? All right, so let me see. What are the benefits of the cheap nonprofit? The benefits of the cheap nonprofit is that you can say that you have one. Is that you get the 501c3 status. Let me tell y'all, people use that 501c3 status just not to pay taxes. They use it like a get in the club for free card, okay? That we got a lot of get out of jail free cards, but now we're getting in the club for free. So if you get the nonprofit, whether it's the cheap one or the expensive one, you can do the same doggone things. I can take my nonprofit, let me tell you, because I did it. I went right to Big Lots. I went right to Sam's Club. I went right to Walmart. I went to all the places that I shop and says, I need y'all to put one or two things on file. My nonprofit, and if you have your wholesale license, which you should if y'all have a business, I put my sales and use tax form on file, because one of them gonna let me get wholesale and buy with no tax, and the other one is gonna give me my nonprofit status, probably a discounted price, and guess what? No tax. So why y'all don't want a business again? Okay, so get you one. Now, business credit is just one piece of it. I'm just telling y'all how to save money. A lot of y'all got in-house daycares. A lot of y'all doing hair in your home. Y'all feeding y'all customers, ain't you? Ain't y'all giving them chips and water? I go to Sam's to buy it in bulk, don't you? So I don't want to have to pay for that and pay taxes on it. Separate. Oh, this is my nonprofit order. This is for the house. Okay. Going on. Let me tell you, if you were to get your taxes back, you'll be very happy. That's why I love getting my class action lawsuit checks. Did y'all? I posted them for y'all on Monday. Did y'all see? Now it might have only been like $12, $13, but hey, I done paid $12, $13 in taxes, so I'm happy to get my money back. Okay. So y'all better go on and get this business so y'all can do some of this. All right, Rich Class says, type in your state and register agent. A price will come up. I only pay $50 a year. Where did you do that? So just so y'all know, I'm a registered agent. Now, I can't say, now $50 a year is cheap. But if y'all don't know what a registered agent is, basically a registered agent is the person that will accept your mail if you are not able to be there in the event you get sued or something to that nature. And they can't find you. They come to your registered agent and serve them. And the registered agent now has the responsibility of letting you know of what's going on. Okay. So a registered agent is almost like having an assistant manager. All right. So you can be your own registered agent, but they do have companies where they do it for you, especially if you're a busy person and or you're not organized. Okay. And I do know it's after 8. I just want to make sure I get through y'all questions. Informed delivery. Yes, Starlight, but put an ED. Informed ED delivery. Free. With the U.S. Post Office, so that you guys can get your mail scanned so you can see what comes in. Very, very important. Okay. Did y'all know I can go right to the change the address website and change y'all addresses? I can pull your mail out your box, go to the change my address and change your address. And if you're not paying attention, you won't even know that I did it. I will. They're doing it for $1.15. Be mindful. This is why y'all need informed delivery, because people, it's gonna be hard times, y'all. And I'm telling you, they are stealing mail out the mailbox. Did y'all hear me say I called somebody in my mailbox? I did. All right. Amy says, I love informed delivery. I'm telling you, I love it too. Every morning at 7 o'clock, I'm looking for my mail. All right. So I did. That's right. Starlight says, y'all don't forget to like, share, all that good stuff. Let me see what else y'all saying. Thank you, Trash Girl, for giving me that acronym. What's the difference with a chapter 7 or chapter 13? The biggest difference of a chapter 7 and chapter 13 when it comes to bankruptcy is the amount of money that you pay. You both pay the filing fee of $338. That doesn't change. The difference is what happens. Chapter 7, it's a 6-month bankruptcy. You don't pay anything. You just pay your filing fee, and most, if not all, the debt goes away, except for child support. Anything that belongs to a fine from a criminal related activity, and student loans. Okay. A chapter 13, you still pay the $338, but now depending on your total amount of your assets, they're going to determine if you're going to be in this bankruptcy for 3 years or 5. Okay. Now, here is the gag, y'all. Y'all know I tell y'all stuff that they don't want y'all to know. Even if you're in a chapter 13, you do not have to do your 3 or your 5 years in prison with those folks. Okay. You have a right in your chapter 13 bankruptcy to ask the trustee, which in y'all case is going to be like the judge, but it's not. It's just just a lawyer that works your case from the court side. And you can ask them once a year to give you a payoff amount. Now, if it's too high, you can't pay it off that year, fine. Wait till the next year. But if you get a payoff and it is an amount that you can afford, you can pay your way out of your bankruptcy and get out anytime you want. Now, I can say this now because I'm free. Now, y'all know I love being a part of the Rich People Club, which is why I have no problem telling y'all I filed for bankruptcy. Happy baby. You can find me in the system. Okay? No problem. But let me tell you this. I had a 5-year bankruptcy. Y'all know how soon I got out of mine? 2 years and 9 months. Let me tell you, them people at that courthouse was probably pissed off. Why? Because when you make your monthly payments to bankruptcy, they get a cut. So I done cut them. I done cut the middleman out. And that is exactly what I want y'all to do. So don't feel no kind of way if you have to do a 13. That just means you have more assets than the person that has 7. But know that you can get out of your bankruptcy early. Something that never gonna tell you. But I'm gonna do a YouTube video on that. All right, let me see this real quick. Key B says, hi, Shamika, I love your show. I recently found you, and this is my first live. Hey, It says, I've attended. What should a woman do who isn't working but looking for work and with one child and need money? Girl, now y'all already know. What am I going to tell her to do? She said she need money now. She got a child. Well, I ain't going to put that stress on y'all. Key, real simple, honey. Go back to school. Student loans, financial aid is the way to go immediately. Why? Because you can get the money in a month. All you need to do is have a school that has the open enrollment. Don't go to your regular colleges where the class starts in January and then you can't take the next class until May. No, we want schools that they have a rolling admission every 2 months. Columbia Southern University is my preferred school I like to tell y'all to go to, or University of the People. University of the People is completely 100% free, but you may not get a large amount of financial aid or student loans because they know it's free. If you want to go to Columbia Southern, the reason I choose that school, not only because I went there, but because their tuition is probably the lowest I've ever seen anywhere. And you don't pay for books. They send them to you. It is included in your tuition. You can't beat that. And then on top of that, y'all know I told y'all where to go to get all the answers, because schools share the curriculum. Don't get mad at me for telling y'all. They share the curriculum. That Columbia Southern University uses the same thing the University of Pennsylvania uses. So you can go to Course Hero after you enroll, Key, or hit me up, do a consultation real quick, and I'll give you the rundown. But go and Course Hero, $99 for the year. Sign up for the school at Columbia Southern. They have open enrollment every 2 months, so they're gonna get you in school, baby. They want that. They want them coins from Uncle Sam, and they're gonna cut your financial aid and Pell Grant check quickly. I mean, we're at it's April. I mean, you still have time. You probably will be able to start one in May. Now, you may have some other things, so I don't want to get into all your business here, but I have other ways. So if you got credit cards or you got store cards, y'all know I'm a big proponent of taking those cards and going in the store and cashing them out. Not cashing them out by going to the register, cash them out by going and buying gift cards and then sell them. Or take those Visa Vanilla card is my favorite. So while we in here talking about Sam's Club and Walmart and all of them, they sell them. They sell them in Pep Boys, the doggone auto parts store. I can go in there and get me a doggone some motor oil, an Amazon gift card, and buy Outback Steakhouse thing all on my account. And y'all can too. This is why. Did I tell y'all need to get a business? This is why. Because you can't get accounts like that if you don't have a business. So, Key, I want to help you, but school is my quickest flip hustle for anybody else other than other things. I don't want to say what them things are, but that's the quickest one to get you some money in your pocket. Now, if you got some other stuff you don't want to share here, please do the consultation and we definitely can talk. All right, so we almost done. Can you help me with setting up that nonprofit for the $600 one? Absolutely. Let me nurse you. Definitely. That sounds kind of. Let me hush. So yes, I can definitely help you set up that. It is way more tedious. Okay, you gotta put in. You gotta upload your mission statement, something about your nonprofit. That's why they make you pay more, because it's more work. But can I do it? Absolutely. Do them all the time. Basically need probably about a week. Okay, just to get your information typed up. Okay. All right. Can I pay bankruptcy? Yes, you can. Look at that. I already answered. She said, can I pay my bankruptcy off early? Chapter 13. You sure can. Don't let them tell you that you cannot. Yes, you can. What was the name of the post office? You're talking about the thing. It's called Informed with an ED at the end. Informed Delivery. Type that in on Google. It will come up. I think everybody and their mama needs it. Okay. Even if y'all got elderly parents, because see, y'all know we be leaving our parents out. Sign up and have their mail scanned to you too, because you need to let mama know, hey, your Medicaid card just came in. They just sent you your new Social Security card, Elizabeth. I see it right here, or whatever. So make sure y'all doing that, because people will steal stuff out your. If they stealing stuff out the apartment mail slot, so they can do check washing and steal your money from your bank account, you think they ain't gonna steal it from your mailbox at your house? Definitely gonna do it. All right. So it says, thank you and appreciate you and your knowledge. Thank you. It says Destiny Patent is a scam. Let me screenshot that because y'all know I love to see who doing what. Because some of these scammers be real smart. They just using it the wrong way. It says, why you bring up the lady? Oop, I didn't know her name. I didn't mean to say the lady with the missing finger, but I know most people know who I'm saying if I talk about her. But yes, she said, I said not the missing finger. I'm sorry. I didn't mean no shame by that. I just know she's the girl with the missing finger. And good night to you too. Yes, Columbia Southern. That's it. Not Columbia University. Columbia Southern University. That is the school I'm telling y'all to go to. I promise y'all it's the cheapest thing. It's a real school. They accept financial aid and Pell Grant. So as long as the Department of Education say they're certified, that's all I care about. And that's all I want y'all to care about too. All right. Demo Diva says, if you get a Pell Grant for school, doesn't that take away SNAP benefits? I have never heard your Pell Grant taking away your SNAP benefits because your Pell Grant is an entitlement you get for going to school, and you got to get SNAP in order to qualify for the Pell Grant. So I've never heard that ever, but let me see. I'll check right now. Hold on. So Pell Grant. Hold on, let me check, y'all. Let's see. Okay, hold on. This is something I want to know. See, it's not treated as income. That's what I thought. So y'all have to learn something. The government looks at earned income. Social Security disability is not earned because you're not working for it. Pell Grant is not earned because you're not working for it. Child support, it's not earned income because you're not working for it. So you can receive a whole lot of income. I call it passive income. All of them class action checks, it's not income. Okay, so we need passive income, just stuff coming in from all over the place. And then we still use these federal programs on top of it. Okay, Demo Diva. So going on to get your Pell Grant, sis, and keep getting your SNAP benefits. Bam. All right, almost done. Y'all know I'm feeling good tonight. I'm about to go get me a drink and a salad. Okay. I know I can't drink. I done went to the gym, but damn it, I'm going. That's right. What about using Skillshare? I like Skillshare. A lot of people don't really know about Skillshare. So let me hold on. My problem is you don't get a degree and you're not going to get a Pell Grant or financial aid. So I don't mind taking training because it's good for me, but I say only take training when you need continuing education. Right now, we need continuing cash, and Skillshare don't do it, but I do like them. So if y'all want to go to Skillshare and learn something new, please do it. Skillshare. It says, will it show on your report? What? No, it does not show on your report. If you get financial aid, it does not. Pell Grant, it does not show up on your report. Only student loans do. Look at that. Elizabeth says, go to college. I'm telling y'all know me. Go to school. Y'all need money real quick? Enroll. It's up. Look at that. She said, B, you can also do mystery shopping. I like mystery shopping. I did it too, but I felt so guilty telling on people. But yes, you can. Yes, Rich Class, you can go to University of Phoenix too. The reason why I didn't choose University of Phoenix, because remember, she needs cash. And if I choose an expensive school, then it's going to eat into her Pell Grant and possibly take it and some of the student loan. And I want all my coins. So I don't want anything that's going to cost me a lot. Do the comparison. You'll see. University of Phoenix is probably like $2,000 a class. Columbia Southern, like $900 a class. You cannot beat it. Okay. Thank you, Jim. Jody says, I'm dropping gems. I appreciate it. All right. Elizabeth says, I use Quizlet. Most of the medical courses answers are there. See, Quizlet is good. Chegg, Chegg, but the only way they're going to be good, y'all, sometimes you're going to have to pay because they're not going to be giving y'all all these school answers for free. All right. So you got Chegg, Quizlet, and you got Course Hero. Course Hero is my favorite, but those are my three go-to places when I need to get the answers. Okay. Even my sister is going for her RN. I ain't saying which one, so nobody don't get her in trouble. But believe you me, she be taking that test with Quizlet and Chegg right up on the other screen, helping her answer them questions. Okay, I hope she's not watching. All right, says I need a consult. shamikasaves.com, and let's do the consult. No problem. I got you. You're welcome, Kibi. Thank you for watching. All right, Cindy says informed delivery to get a list of mail from the post office. That's right. She says, no, I used to get SNAP and Pell Grant. All right, so see, you can get SNAP and Pell Grant. What about using the local community college? You can use a local community college. Compare the prices. And who has time to go sit in school anymore? If you have time and it's cheap, do it. Because of course, if you're local, your university prices are going to be cheap. But if you don't have time, Columbia Southern University is the way to go. All right. Big Mom says, with Pell Grant, you only get 12 semesters. That is true. But she said she needed money right now. But guess what? With student loan, you get 150,000. And if you're going to medical school, you get 250,000. So some of y'all are sitting on your house. Did y'all hear me say that? Some of y'all are sitting on your house because your uncle will give you from the student loan 100, and that's the max you can get is 150. So if y'all are getting a Pell Grant or going to a cheap school, how much of that 150 you think you're gonna keep? Huh? What could you do with that 150? What could you do with that money? Buy a car from Turo every time you get a payment? That's a smart idea. Set your notary business up. That's a good idea. A lot of y'all looking for all these grants to start. I gave you a grant. It's called Pell Grant. Okay. You can do student loan too. Use these people money to fund your life. 150,000 is a lot of money. And your goal is, we don't care about the degree. Nobody cares about that. But you get it if you have to. But you use the money to do something that's going to give you residual income. So when it's time to make that payment, it ain't nothing. Thank you, Uncle, for loaning me this money ahead of time so I can get myself together. And they give you 6 years to do. You get to associates, bachelor's, and that's 6 years. They give you 6 years to get $150,000. How much of it have y'all used? Okay, but y'all going to these stupid expensive schools trying to get these degrees that nobody's going to care about, because right now the only thing people care about is what you can physically do, not how super. Unless you're in a professional field, you're an accountant, a lawyer, you need a degree. But business management, girl, bye. Okay, I got a business degree. All my degrees on the wall right here in front of me. Okay, but it ain't help. It's good that I got it. It shows that I can complete something, but I can't tell you me going to school gave me all what I'm talking to y'all about right now. Life gave me this. Okay. So you got 150,000 you can get and 6 years to use it. So what's up? Okay. So I hope y'all learned something. Okay. Ashley Massengill with the woman with credit prayer. Oh, Ashley Massengill. That's her name. I knew it was Ashley something, but thank you. That's her name. Okay. Thank you for correcting me. I wasn't trying to put her down. Nothing. All right. I'm almost done. Let's see. Hi, this is the first time I've seen your live. It's great. Thank you. I thank you very much. It says, sorry, when you was trying to go to school a few years ago, they told me that if I got my grant, no, and that's not true, because it is not earned income. And if you don't believe me, send me a message on shamikasaves.com. Y'all know I reply. I reply every time y'all talk to me. I will screenshot that to you, sis, and you go back and telling people they lied. Now, maybe it was before, but it is not that way now. Okay. I had a grant in school and received SNAP for 30. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna tell you, I remember when I got out of the Army, I definitely went and signed up food. I was signing up food stamps like this. I was too happy. Okay. I had grew up on it. I wanted to get something for myself. I was on food stamp, Pell Grant, and financial aid. So it was back then when I was in school, I didn't have no problem. So maybe it changed, but I can tell you as of today, you can get it still. All right, Demo Diva. It says how to find out about class action lawsuits. Topclassactions.com, classaction.org, and classaction.com. Bam. I even made a video on TikTok. Look at my last two. One of the last two is where I go. And you can look at, I typed it. I put all 3 sites where I go because I'm on it. Okay. Matter of fact, I follow them so much, I get notifications when it's time to sign up for a new one. Okay, baby, I'm a class action lawsuit hunter. Whether I get a piece or not, because I have to give y'all that information. All right, I'm about to go get me a drink too. Please enroll so I don't get that money. Is it University of Phoenix on the list of schools for borrowers of fees? Pretty and blessed, girl. You're so smart. So I wasn't gonna say that, but what I was wanting to say is, why y'all don't go to these schools that's on the list? The chances of you being able to get a borrower's defense later is great, but I'm sure they're probably going to change a couple of things. But yes, University of Phoenix is on the list. But what they're doing is you have to have gone through the school within a certain time frame of years. Okay. Stay away from University of Phoenix. I'm sorry. They're just too expensive. All right. And the class is just a lot. So, I mean, if you can handle a 5-week workload, go right ahead, especially if you're only trying to do it for the money, get your check and get out. Remember, they don't give you your check unless you're in school for 30 days. So you still got to fake the funk for 4 weeks. After that, I don't care what you do. Take your money and run off on the plug. That's on you. But just know you don't get it for a month. Right. All right. So it is now that time. Your girl is about to definitely go hit up Applebee's and get this drink on. And said they're taking too much taxes out of my check. I did a DBA. What else can I do? Diva with the plan. Go to shamikasaves.com. I will. And send me a message in the chat so I don't keep everybody else on here. Send me a message. I got to answer. There's a lot of things you can do to lower your taxes other than just fixing them. Okay. All right, y'all. Thank y'all again. I appreciate y'all. I will see you guys on Monday. I ain't gonna tell y'all where I'm gonna be, but when I have my live on Monday, I'll open my curtains and stuff so y'all will be able to see where I am, okay? Because your girl is traveling, okay? So thank you guys. I love y'all as well. Be blessed. And remember, if you qualify, apply. Get the money. Because it ain't gonna come to you. You got to go to it, okay? See y'all. Bye.